What are your thoughts on prayer? Good question. I think that I uh, answered this question before you continue. I have found immense ease in prayer, and I find so much love and guidance in walking with God and surrendering my life to Him. Okay, yes. Uh, so if this is how you use prayer, and if this is what prayer is in your experience, beautiful. It's a meditative prayer. It's a meditative prayer. Uh, your relationship to God is your relationship to yourself, because God is also you. So your connection to God is a connection to yourself. Your process of surrendering to God is the process of surrendering to yourself, the process of abandoning everything that is false and coming to truth. Those are pointers to the same thing, just in different language. Uh, uh, so any prayer that is meditative, that has an element of surrender, openness, willingness to experience, willingness not to object to experience, a process of deepening, lessening your argument with life, which is also an argument with God. You can put it this way. So life and God, the universe, they're all synonyms. Oneness with God, oneness with the universe, oneness with life, also synonymous. So any prayer that has this element, like this, is meditative prayer. Is That's why you feel that it's beneficial. It can be ritualistic. It's okay. It's okay. Whatever helps. I had rituals like long time before self-realization. I had rituals about psychedelics too. You know, uh, it's completely fine. The prayer that I would criticize, and I would say that stop engaging in this form of prayer, is the prayer when you beg, when you look at God as someone that has power on you and that can punish you or give you something. You know, so that's a view of God as a view of an abusive parent. When you ask for things for yourself, I'll be very good. Just please send me money. You know, you cannot bargain with God, just like you cannot bargain with reality, and you cannot bargain with the universe. The immensity of it is so profound. You cannot bargain with it. You cannot make a deal with it. You see? You can only surrender to it. You can become one with it. You can become an indivisible part of it, just like a drop of water is an indivisible part of the ocean. But you cannot bargain with it. So you can ask for things that are also yours. You can ask for strength. You can ask for compassion. It's a form of self compassion. It's a form of uh, asking yourself to be kind to yourself. It's a form of reconnecting to your heart, right? But if you asking for kind of increased circumstances in your life, it's like it reminds me of a story about a person who um, so there was a hurricane and a flood, and he was standing on top of the building. He was praying to God, uh, for God to save him, and there was a boat floating by, and the boat said, "Hey, come on, we're going to save you." And this person says, "No, I trust in God, my Savior. I will pray to God, and He will save me." And then some time passes, um, and then uh, there's a helicopter flying by, a rescue helicopter, and they wave at him and say, "Hey, come on, we need to pick you up." And he said, no, no, I'm with my God. The God will save me. I don't need your help. The God will save me. I trust in him. And and then there was something else. Well, sorry, I'm not a very good storyteller, but let's say there's like before the boat, there was a tree floating by, and he could jump on it uh, and save himself, and he said no, and so finally he dies, drowns, and then he comes meet God, and he says, God, why didn't you save me? I was praying. Why didn't you save me? God says, what are you talking about? I sent you a tree. I sent you a boat. I sent you a helicopter. What were you thinking? so 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 don't beg God for things. Ultimately, not only the responsibility for what you feel is yours, but also the responsibility for your life is also yours. As I say sometimes, manifestation requires action. So it depends on the kind of relationship with God that you build. So if you build a relationship with God as you build a relationship with your parents, kind of I will please you, God, and then in the response you will give me that, and you will undoubtedly be disappointed in this relationship, and God will teach you a lesson that you cannot bargain this way to heaven.